Alright, welcome to Moovly. This is a short screencast to show you how to use Moovly, some of the basic features, and it should be enough to get your assignment done. Alright, we'll talk about the workspace really quick. Here's the workspace. Right here in the middle, this big white blank area is called the stage. This is where you will build your move and design the layout and that kind of stuff. Over on the left side over here is the libraries. Here's the Moovly library with all these animations. If you look down here, there's different pages you can go to, different kinds. If you select all, then there are 9 pages in this one. And you can just scroll through here. Down here is a personal library. If you click on that, it brings up anything that you have imported or recorded. Okay. And then down below here, this is how you import things into your personal library. Add video, images, audio files, and record audio. Down here on the bottom is the timeline. After you've dragged objects into the stage area, they will automatically appear on the timeline where you can adjust length and timing and that kind of stuff. On the right hand side is the settings. This is where if you have something selected, the settings will appear up here and you can adjust them. Step 2. You're going to want to start with your audio, since it's harder to adjust audio length than it is video length. If you record your audio first and then adjust the graphics to fit your voice track, that's usually the best way to go. So if you click the little microphone, it'll bring up this box. You say allow, that just gives the program access to your microphone. Okay, start recording is what you want to click, but first you want to give it a title so that when it appears in your library, you'll know what it's called. We'll call this audio track test 1. You can add a description or tags if you like. Okay, when you're ready, click start. You'll see the countdown and you'll see this bar start to go, and you'll see the waveform as you talk. So I'll just say this is a test audio clip, test, check, check, 1, 2, 3. You can see the duration that it's being recorded for, so we'll stop it at 15 seconds. Stop recording, okay? And if you are happy with your audio track here, you can say save. It renders it. And now, if I go down to my personal library, you can see that it is in the sounds file. So I can go to images and click down here on sounds. There's videos and scenes as well. So here are all the audio tracks that I've recorded. This audio track test 1 is the one we wanted. Okay, I'll drag that onto the stage, and that will put it on my timeline. Even though it's audio, you don't see anything appear in the stage area. Drag it to the stage, it appears on the timeline. Okay, this little button loops, so if I wanted to loop it and then play through it, you hit the space bar, see this bar play through, go, and you'll see the waveform. Okay, space bar stops it again. If this is blue, this little icon, then it's looping. If it's gray, then it's not looping. Okay, this is down here is the audio track itself. If I click this arrow, it gives me the settings. I can choose effects, fade in or fade out are the only effects on audio files. And then this one snaps to grid, so that if I want to stop it, it'll go to a certain amount of seconds or whatever. Okay, so I've got my audio track. It is 15 seconds long. I'm ready to add elements. Okay, I will come up here to the search. I want to search for a cityscape. So I've put city. It brings up some city stuff. Drag this one over here. It appears on my stage. I can adjust it. You'll notice if I hover just outside the corner, it makes a little curved line with arrows. If I use this, I can adjust the tilt. Or if I hover right over, it gives me this straight arrow and I can make it bigger or smaller. If I do it on one of the sides here, it stretches. If I don't want it to stretch, then you gotta grab the corner, okay? So, and then if you grab the center, you can put it where you want. We'll go ahead and make this cover up the whole bottom part of the stage. Move it up here, and we'll call that good. Okay, so as long as you have your object selected, it'll be in a red line just like this with these nodes. Okay, click it off, click it on, you can see. And if you'll notice, when I click on it, the object settings appear for this object. This is how you change properties. So if I want to change the color, you click on this fill. You can change it to blue, purple, pink, red, yellow, whatever. We'll choose blue. All right, we got one. Let's find another one. Here's a Batman symbol. I'm going to put it on my move. Put it over here. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I've got two objects here. I'm going to add a third object. Up here is text. You just click the T, and then you'll get the T mouse. You click anywhere you want. I'll just click right there. And then notice again, it's now an object. It's got the red box around it. Just highlight this and you can just type whatever text you want to type. Batman was here. Okay, again, up here, object settings. Now you see that the settings have changed because I have my text selected. You can change the size. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can change the font. Choose this one. You can change, you can underline it or whatever. Now you can give it a background. Now you see the white background pops on and off. You can change the opacity. You can change the background color. You can change the text color. Okay, so a lot of options there. And you can move it wherever you want. Okay, so now that we have our objects, look down here at the timeline, you can see the various objects. We started with our audio track, added the cityscape, added the Batman sign, added the text. They stack up just like in Photoshop. Now, if I want to add animation, I click this arrow, brings me the choose animation option. If I click on that and I choose handwriting, now it adds the handwriting animation to this object, and that's the cityscape. You'll notice it disappeared. But if I play through, it will animate on. See this bar start to go, and you'll see the... Okay, so you can hear my audio track on there as well. We're going to mute that. Okay, so this line right here represents the animation. I click on it, it turns red, and I can adjust it. I can make it go faster. So now it'll draw faster, or I can make it go slower, and it'll go slower. You'll notice this gray bar is the animation itself, or sorry, the object. This represents the object on the timeline. So as long as this bar is gray, the object will be on my stage. Notice if I push play right here near the end, it goes off, disappears. If I drag this out, reappears. So if I drag that to the same length as my audio track, now I have the same length audio and video. I can do the same with the Batman logo. Okay, and I can do the same with the text. Now if I want the Batman logo to come in after the city, then I can go to the Batman track. I can drag that to start at about 3 seconds. Okay, so it draws the city, Batman pops in. Okay, now if I want my text to come in even after that, drag that even farther back. Okay, I'll give the Batman sign an animation. We'll have it pop in. And then the Batman writing will have scale in. Okay, so now you see this Batman, the text, Batman was here, has an animation. Okay, as does the Batman logo, pop in. That's how long it is. If I want to add the same animation a second time, I just drag my bar where I want it and I click next to it. It adds more animations. Okay, if you don't want those, just highlight them to the red, push delete. Okay, if I want to add a second animation, I can go back to the choose animation, go to pop, say highlight pop. It adds another line. So here's the pop in animation, here's the highlight pop, two separate animations. I can make as many highlight pops as I want just by clicking where I want them. So now if we watch this, if you'll notice the Batman sign as it comes in, pops in, highlight pop, okay? Now you can animate out as well. So if I select the choose animation, I go to present hand out, okay? So that adds this present hand animation to the text at the end. If it's out, puts it at the end. If it's in, it puts it at the beginning. Otherwise, it just puts it wherever your playhead is. This red bar, this red line is your playhead. Okay, so I'll push play here, and you can watch the text go out. That's the present hand, see? And it comes in, drags it out. Okay, one more really quick cool feature is the swap object. So if I don't want this Batman here anymore, I want to change it to a giant eyeball, this eyeball right here. I think that'll be cooler. I don't want to do Batman. Do swap object, brings this little box here. Grab what you want, you can stick it in that box, changes it to an eyeball. Keeps the properties and the settings of the previous. It still has all these same animations. If you look down here, scale in, hand present out. Okay. Sorry, pop in, highlight pops. Okay, just like now it's I1 instead of Batman. If you want to import your own video or your own elements, you go to Add Picture. Okay, I'll do this bat signal. Okay, open, give it a name, put a tag on it. So we'll call this bat signal. I think there's already one in there. Uploading. Okay, now I have my bat signals. See, I already uploaded this one. If you want to delete it, you just click the X. Yes. Okay. Yes. And this will stay project to project. You can make new projects, and this will stay. All your elements will stay, and you can use them for all of your projects, which is really nice. Okay, one last thing that I will show you in the Moovly is how to export. So once you have your Moovly saved, you can it'll appear in My Move. So this is how you make a new one, just like you did. Once you have it saved, it'll pop them up in here. So if I pick one that I made a little bit ago and check this one out, okay, hit Details. You hover over the thing, you hit Details, brings up your move. Okay, you have your options down here. You can edit it. That opens up the editing workspace again, just like what we were just in with the stage and the timeline, etc. You can copy it. This is good if you want to make changes, but you don't want to lose what you've done. Okay, I can download it, and this is what you'll need to do. Hit download. You can download the video or a flash file. We'll hit video. If you want it to be in HD, you'll have to upgrade. You'll see it says 50 credits, 80 credits. You can buy credits. Next step, large is fine. Okay, this is for a watermark. It puts a little Moovly watermark on your video. Okay, next step. And then if you don't want to end credit that says Moovly on the end, then you can do none, but it costs again 20 credits. I have 0 credits. Finish export. Okay, it's exporting. And your request has been queued and your video is being prepared for export. You receive an email when it is ready depending on the complexity of your video and our server load. This usually takes 10 to 20 minutes.